So here's where I want to introduce a couple of options for the legs. You can wrap the legs with a whimsical or fun or even a textured fabric. Whimsical, textured, or plain and solid or patterned. Vinyl. Or if you don't have the time to remove the paint, which at a later time I may just remove the paint off of it because it's only one layer of paint on the legs, and bring it back to its beautiful glory. I don't know what was wrong with me to cover up that color, but that was what I was feeling at the time. You can do a wood veneer over the top of it. I'm not going to do this because I really am saving this for another project. Those are just options that I wanted to put out there. I think I am going to go with a dark gray paint on the leg part of these because this is the cover that I found, and this is like a charcoal gray, a steel gray. Furthermore, I try to not do too many colors. I know some people maybe like the more colors the better, but I really do try to narrow my colors down to like no more than 3 when I am decorating certain things, to make sure I'm able to keep some kind of fluid, ness to it, or unity to it. Unity. What a laugh. Anyways, let me go ahead and do what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the paint done. That way the top has nothing to do with where I'm going to paint, and then I can use it to then cover with the fabric here. So I know a lot of people are onto the chalk paint, and if you get a really good brand, you really don't have to worry about preparing a already painted or some whatever kind of surface. All you have to do is start with a clean surface, get it clean, and then go. Most good quality chalk paint will adhere to it. This was the brand of paint that I used for the white slat part of the stool. Okay, to make this painting easier, I have a little bitty paper cup, plastic cup, and then I have this for when I am going to get up to the edge of the slats in the middle, because I do not feel like retouching up anything, guys. Don't feel like it. So I'm going to work my way to the outside, and then when I get to the corners or to the edge here, I'm just going to make sure I have this up against it so that I don't worry about getting paint on the white slats. This is the brush I'm using. It's a little softer than the other one that I was using, to kind of minimize brush strokes. And this is what I mean when I'm going to use this to go up to the edge. And that way it makes a finished edge without having to worry about getting it on the white slat. Okay, I got 2 legs down, 2 to go. Now don't forget to do the insides. I've been not accused, but I've done that a couple of times. Thought I was finished painting legs and like, oh my goodness, I didn't go on the inside. This is after 1 coat. Now it's time to go ahead and put on that 2nd coat. I gotta rotate it first because this is my first coat right here at the beginning.
Hold it. Don't you think?
I'm not sure. So I end up putting 3 of the white and 2 of the gray. And she strikes again. It's done. Now let's address this. Now this set from Ikea actually came like this, and it came with the Velcro underneath the side. The cover, you guys, I have had this. Look, I'm seasoned, so I'm a woman of a certain age. So a lot of the things I've had for some time. So it was a white terry cloth cover that had the what do you call that? The mirroring Velcro to the other side of it, and it's getting quite old. That being said, I can do one or two things. I'm going to show you a simple way in which you can adhere. My thought process got struck because I know me, I'm going to want to throw this stuff in the wash and do it. Hold on. But this is the cover. I don't want to hear it. It's old. As you can see, it's tattered. This thing is nearly 15 years old. So we already know what year we're in, so it's old. So that being said, the underside had the Velcro, which matched the Velcro on the actual seat. Now, what I can do is I can lay this flat and I can put this fabric underneath the side of this said fabric right here. And then I can do one or two things. I can sew it on, or either I can use some, back in the day, they used to call it stitch witchery, but it's iron-on hem tape. And keep it. I'm not feeling like sewing today, so I do believe that's what I'm going to do. And then what I am going to do once I get that hem tape on it is I'm literally just going to cut away the outline of the seat, and that way I'll still be able to Velcro this. I'm going to place the fabric on top of the seat with the actual original cover over it. Now I'm going to turn this over, you guys. Hopefully I can do this with one hand. And if you see, what I am going to do is simply just cut away the amount I need. I'm going to cut away all that amount I need, even the very edge. So about right where you see this border right here is where I'm going to cut away, so it's a raw edge like the other side. I have flipped over my seat with the fabric I'm going to cover over the seat intact. But what I am going to do is I am going to use this iron-on hem tape. Mine happens to be 5/8 of an inch, and I'm going to run it along here. I am then going to use my craft iron and put it in place. I'm not going to. So if I didn't show you, I'm showing you the same old rusty dusty little travel iron that I have. It's just the size of my hand, my palm of my hand rather. I have had it for eons, hence the condition. It is not an on-off switch. You are able to use it in international and domestic areas as far as the voltage, so that was a plus. However, it does not have an on-off switch, so you either plug it in to use it and unplug it to turn it off. Things I want to mention here: using hot tools, make sure you take your proper precautions, you guys. International voltage. Now, I did also take an added precaution because of the being on the tabletop and using this silicone mat. I've already applied the iron-on hem tape on one side, leaving this little flap there so I can cut away the extra, because I cannot have it bulky, because these little square pegs sits in the groove in the seat to hold it stationary and make sure it gets stability. That being said, I'm going to iron on the rest of the sides. Okay, so after I have used the iron-on hem tape to attach that fabric on the seat, I'm going to cut away, as you see me doing here, the excess fabric so it does not get in the way of the seat being recessed in the stool. Okay, so I'm just going to cut away the excess. I'm still having some more to cut away on the corner, just FYI, because I'm going to work with that corner a little bit. But this part right here, I can cut away. Try not to cut that stitch witchery away, because I might do a little something with that. But just cutting away the excess here. And this is what I mean, y'all, when I say you can't have it, or I can't have it bulky. I'm not going to assume everyone has this idea. So when I came to the corners, what I did was I gathered it like so, and then pulled it back taut like so. Okay, underneath I put stitch witchery up into the corner area, pinched it closed, laid it down flat, and put this over there for about 30 seconds. Removed it, and then I'm going to do this to the same corners, cut away the excess fabric. I'm going to come back only at the corner areas and sew it in place so that this at the corner area stays black. Now, if you've ever used an iron-on patch, this iron-on hem tape works much the same, except for it just melds into both sides of the garment to allow that to attach. I could have used a stapler, but I wanted to be able to remove this. I wanted to be able to remove the cover to toss it in the wash when I wanted it clean. Okay. So I feel that the little square pegs have rested inside and I can sit on it. Wouldn't it be something if my behind went right to the floor? My stool has now been revived and cleaned up a little bit, and it's ready for me to store some items in it. But me being me, I couldn't leave well enough alone. I had to get a pretty cushion to even go on top of the now newly covered stool. And yes, I've been around for a little while. I had this cushion as well. For the life of me, I can't remember what I had this solo cushion for. However, it works. Now, on the Ikea website, they look like they still have this. I showed you at the beginning. It looks like, except for the top is no longer nylon slatted, but all wood. But this cushion helps, you guys, because y'all saw we could all deal with some cushion on this type of chair. So it works, it's cute, and there were no mishaps. Oftentimes I have them, you guys, but I think this one was a success. So all for me to do is to put some felt pads on the legs of this stool. It now has the little plastic tabs, which is good for carpet, but not for hardwood floor. I think this turned out pretty well, you guys. I like it. It's gonna get some use in it. And by the time of me putting this video out, I have already stored it away and placed some items in the storage compartment. Hey, I know you guys hear my interruptions in some of my videos. You ever just coming to the last bit of your video and you're like, I can feel victory coming along the way, and then you get an interruption and you're like, I have to record this bit all over again. I don't live alone. What can I say? I hope you guys have made it to the end of my video. Like, my projects have been coming out well. When I used to tell you guys in all my videos how I plan a project hardly ever comes to fruition exactly the way I saw it. These last few ones have been, and I'm really proud. But anyways, I thank you guys for watching. You guys take care. Be safe out there. Bye-bye.